Greetings, everyone. My name is Rick Mannon, and I'm an inductee into the Brantford Area Sports Hall of Recognition. I'm honored today to have Liz Hart for the sport of basketball, a fellow inductee, with us today. Welcome, Liz.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I have a few questions for you, and I always try to think of a little pun, and with basketball maybe a little different. I was going to say let's jump right into it and start picking them off. I don't know if that, I don't know, okay, no applause. But anyways, I have a few questions for you, so let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
What drew you into the sport of basketball?
Well, my parents both grew up playing youth sports, and they started me with swimming and t-ball and softball, and saw some athleticism, and then I was ready to move from swimming to something new, and some of my friends who played softball in the summer played basketball in the winter. And so I started with that, and then they kind of saw some athletic growth and interest. I was always competitive, but I always really wanted to do things well, and so that's kind of how I found basketball. Certainly Brantford had two great programs with the Briars and CYO program, and so became involved with them, and that's kind of how it started. Yeah.
Great start. Do you have any mentors that have had an impact on your life, your sport, your career?
For sure, and I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful to be one. I hope for others now. Certainly my mom was very influential in me with playing sports and having the mindset, also applying my faith to my sport and how I viewed things and how I conducted myself and the things that I learned, and that was very important. I had wonderful coaches in the Brantford area, Ross Enslev, Jerry Vidiello, and love those guys. Always glad to come home and see them. Michelle Belanger at the University of Toronto, very influential. Love that lady, and just great people who appreciated me as a person and wanted to see me grow, but also grow in the sport and give me great opportunities and wisdom from what they had learned. And so I'm very grateful for all of them.
Yeah, mentors are important, aren't they?
Yes.
For sure. What are some of the highlights of your career?
Well, certainly there was, OBA championships when I played club team as a high school and middle school student. And at the University of Toronto, we had lots of Ontario championships, a couple of silver medals in the nationals. Certainly with Canada, the silver medal at the 1999 Winnipeg Pan Am Games, that was a big one.
It would be.
Because that was, it's always great to travel with Canada, but then to also be at a place where you're seeing all the other Canadian athletes in sports and hearing about how everyone's doing, the athlete village. It was an opportunity for my parents to see the games and stuff, especially since it was in Canada. So that certainly was a big highlight for me.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
What a terrific experience that would be. How's basketball impacted your life?
It's really, when you play a sport and you play at different levels, you learn so much. The X's and O's, but it's about teamwork. It's about the authority of the coach and the officials. It's about getting along with people that are different than you for a common goal. So I feel like it's encouraged and challenged my faith and character as a person. How do you get along when there's conflict? How do you get along when you think something is unfair, or if the officials miss something and all that? I didn't always do it perfectly, but certainly that taught me so much, the highs and lows of sport and disappointment of different things. And again, with my faith letting me know that my identity wasn't if I scored 20 or went 0 for 20. That certainly helped me to have that mindset and that mental toughness. And so all those things and those character building things, going through adversity, that's just real life. And you kind of, as you experience that growing up, that's really what, I would hope our students in our communities are experiencing, and having an adult there to help them navigate those things. And sometimes the athletes aren't going to get it right, but they're going to learn the skills and the tools to do that and to get it right as a student athlete. So I'm very grateful for the opportunities I had and for all the different people I got to meet and work with. And, I credit, hopefully, as I continue to grow and be that better person that I want to be, I certainly credit those years of basketball for giving me that foundation, for sure.
Terrific. It's a common theme
Yes.
with a lot of inductees.
Yes, good.
What does it mean to you to be inducted into the Brantford Area Sports Hall of Recognition?
This is wonderful. Brantford is a sports town. They're always, the people in our community have always been very positive and supportive of athletes and all the different sports. you can't talk to somebody in Ontario who hasn't come to Brantford for some sort of tournament or meet or hockey tournament,
Yeah.
something. So they know our town, they know that we appreciate it, we know that the community comes out and supports everyone. So to be a part of this community and then to be recognized in this way, it's just, I'm very humbled, I'm very excited. It's always great to come back to Brantford and see
Yeah.
people, see how the city's grown, see how sports are continuing on, and I appreciate that. So to be nominated and put in this class of all these wonderful athletes and people who help build sport in our community, I'm very honored.
Yeah.
I'm glad that my teenage boys get to see that their mom has quite an accomplishment back in the day when they've never seen me really play.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful that I can share that with them and share those stories with my family today,
That's
and with
fabulous.
the athletes that I coach also today. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
Fabulous. So you're talking to a young aspiring athlete.
Yeah.
What message would you give them?
You have to set goals and know what you want and understand that, there's give and take and there's sacrifice. Get off your phone, get out there.
That's a
I'm
good
also
message.
a PE teacher, so
Yeah.
that's my message for a lot
Yeah.
of kids. Get outside, get off your phone, get working. And there's lots of wonderful resources and workouts and different things. As an athlete here in Brantford, I made friends with our custodian staff at Brantford Collegiate.
Yeah.
And I was the only kid that they would let in before school because
Yeah.
they knew that I was in there to work hard,
Right.
practice my shooting. And even summers, as I came back, even as a professional athlete, I'd knock on that door again and say, "Hey guys, I'm back. Can I get to the gym?" And of course, they were there to let me in, and that was just time, money in the bank for what I wanted
Sure.
to achieve. And so athletes really have to put in the time.
Yeah.
You have to put in the time and be willing to have a great attitude, and not expect something to be given to you, but to work for it. And so
Right.
if you want something, you really have to put in the time and use every resource that you have to hone your skills and to learn. And even on YouTube, you can look up drills and things to do on your own
Right.
to get better. Summer's a great time to get better. Go to clinics, go to tryouts, go to all different
Yeah.
things to do, strength training, all of those things there's so many resources available. I would say get out and get to it, because the work that you put in is also building your character. When you grow up and have a job, you have to be able to work hard for what you want, and
Sure.
that's building,
Yeah.
that's putting money in the bank for withdrawals later.
Yeah.
And so that's what I would hope young athletes are learning today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So stay off the phone,
that's right.
work hard,
Work hard, yeah.
be resourceful,
Yes, yeah.
maintain relationships,
Yes,
and a couple other things in there
absolutely,
too.
yeah.
But a great message.
Yeah,
Well, Liz, it's been a pleasure
Thank
speaking
you,
with you
yes.
today, and you sharing a little bit about your journey and what it's going to be like to be inducted into the Sports Hall of Recognition.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for watching, everyone. I'd like to invite you to check our website out for more information on Liz and some of the other inductees we have. And more importantly, come down to the Wayne Gretzky Sports Center and take a look at our sports hall. And take a look at Liz's memorabilia and artifacts and that of other inductees. So thanks for watching.